Okay, so in this video, we are going to complete the electromagnetic spectrum chart that's in the middle of your notes packet. So the first thing that you want to do is underneath where it says the electromagnetic spectrum, you want to write that that is a collection of all the electromagnetic frequencies. Now, the other day we learned that we learned a little bit about each of these, but we wanted to take and organize these in a chart for you. So the first one that we've got is radio and TV, and those are used for entertainment, those are used for communication, and those are used for information. And then after you write that down, we want to draw a picture. You can draw either, I did an old school radio, you could do a television, you can pick whatever you want to draw to go in that section. Then we have microwaves. Those are used to heat up food like a microwave oven. Microwaves are also used in cell phones. So go ahead and write those uses. And then you're going to draw a picture of either a cell phone or a microwave oven. Next we have infrared, and we have the red underlined in red because it's the first part of the visible spectrum that's coming next. And infrared, that is used in TV remote controls. Mosquitoes use infrared, snakes use infrared. Infrared imaging like night vision goggles that you see there, that is also infrared. So take a minute and draw one of those pictures. And if at any point you need to pause this video and catch up, feel free. Next we have visible light. This is the only part of the electromagnetic spectrum that we can see with the human eye, unaided. So that is going to be Roy G. Biv. And that, of course, is the rainbow. Red is always at the top of the rainbow, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and then violet, which is, of course, purple. So after you have written that, draw a rainbow, color it accordingly. Use your color pencils or highlighters available and color it correctly. Next, we have ultraviolet. Underline or highlight the word violet in purple. It is not a coincidence that infrared is on one side of visible and ultraviolet is on the other. And Roy G. Biv starts with red and ends with Biv, which is violet, purple. Ultraviolet will tan or burn skin. It's also used to sterilize medical equipment. So I have a picture of a person tanning in the sun. You could just draw a picture of the sun if you wanted to. UV rays come from the sun. Then we have X-rays. They are used to show bones and teeth. Probably have had lots of X-rays done when you go to the dentist, or if you've ever suspected that you may have broken a bone or you actually did break a bone. X-rays are also used for security, to be able to X-ray bags, luggage, to see what's in them. So I have a picture of a person getting an X-ray. And then last is gamma. That is the most powerful of all of these. It's the smallest of these waves, but it has the highest frequency and therefore the highest energy. It is nuclear radiation. It's used in nuclear power plants, and it's also used to treat cancer. If you've ever heard of someone undergoing radiation treatments, that's a form of gamma rays. So I have the radiation symbol here for you to draw for gamma. Then right below this, you are going to, at the very bottom of your chart, we're going to show their energy. Radio waves have the lowest energy, and as we move across the spectrum in this direction, the energy gets higher all the way to gamma, having the highest energy. So who would have the next to highest energy? That would be X-ray. Then after that would be ultraviolet, and so on. Our next little thing we're going to add to the bottom of this chart is what these waves actually look like. Radio waves are huge, big waves that pass through you all the time. Think of all the different radio stations that you could pick up if you had a radio sitting in the room with you. 93.1, 97.9, 96.5, 102.1, all of those different radio stations you could pick up. And if you stood in front of the radio, it'll keep working. Those radio waves pass through your body. And as far as we know, they don't, cause you any harm. But gamma are much, much smaller, much higher frequency. And if many gamma waves pass through you, they will certainly damage cells and could cause cancer and even kill you. And then the last thing that we're going to add is in terms of frequency and wavelength, reminding us of concepts from Unit 7. Radio waves have the lowest frequency. As we move across the spectrum, frequency increases, and then gamma waves have the highest frequency. So that means that radio waves have the longest wavelength, and as we move across the spectrum, wavelength gets shorter if frequency is getting higher. So therefore, the gamma waves have the shortest wavelength. So make sure that you have your chart complete. You will use this as a reference for lots of questions over the electromagnetic spectrum.